So today's going to be 50 interesting facts that I guarantee you have not heard before. But before we begin, there's a man named Lewis Short. He's been trolling me. He's been giving me shit, saying that my videos have no structure, that my quality sucks, giving me all kinds of crap. So Lewis, when I see you in person, if I ever see you in person, the following video is what I'm going to do to you. Okay? What I will do to you. Humans and dolphins are the only species that actually have sex for pleasure. For every normal webpage, there are 5 porn webpages. This does not surprise me. Venus observer is the technical term for the missionary position. Sex is the safest tranquilizer in the world. It is 10 times stronger than Valium, and I've had Valium and I know how strong it can be. Samuel Clemens, or better known as Mark Twain, was born and died on days when Halley's Comet can be seen. Did you know that US dollar bills are actually made out of linen and cotton? Americans are responsible for 1/5 of the world's garbage annually. Giraffes and rats can last longer without water than camels can. 98% of all rapes and murders are done by a family member or a friend of the victim. A B-25 bomber crashed into the 79th floor of the Empire State Building on July 28, 1945. The Declaration of Independence was written on hemp, which is marijuana paper. The dot over the letter I is referred to as a tittle. A female ferret will actually die if it goes into heat and cannot find a mate. Aww. The zip in zip code actually stands for Zone Improvement Plan. Coca-Cola contained coca, whose active ingredient is cocaine, from 1885 to 1903. 40% of all McDonald's profits come from the sales of Happy Meals. 315 entries in 1996 Webster's Dictionary were spelled incorrectly. The save icon on Microsoft Office programs shows the floppy disk with the shutter on backwards. Albert Einstein and Charles Darwin both married their first cousins. John Wilkes Booth's brother actually saved the life of Abraham Lincoln's son. Chocolate can kill dogs. It actually affects their heart and nervous system. 55.1% of all US prisoners are actually incarcerated for drug offences. Most lipsticks contain fish scales. Slugs have 4 noses. Ketchup was actually sold in the 1830s as medicine. India actually has its own Bill of Rights for cows. That doesn't surprise me. About 200 million M&Ms are sold each day in the US. There are 318,979,564,000 possible combinations in the first 4 moves in chess. There are no clocks in Las Vegas gambling casinos. The name Wendy was actually made up for the book Peter Pan. There was never a recorded person with the name Wendy prior to that. The first bomb the Allies dropped on Berlin in World War II killed the only elephant in the Berlin Zoo. The average raindrop falls at 7 miles per hour. If you put a drop of liquor on a scorpion, it will instantly go mad and sting itself to death. The first CD pressed in the US was actually Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA. IBM's motto was Think. Later on, Apple made their motto, Think Different. The original name for butterfly was Flutter By. When the Titanic sank, 2,228 people were on it. Only 706 of those people survived. Every day, 7% of the US eats McDonald's. 28% of Africa is classified as wilderness, and in North America, it's 38%. About 14% of injecting drug users are HIV positive. A snail can sleep for 3 years. I didn't even think that they could live that long. China has more English speakers than the USA. 1 in 9,000 people are born albino. You share your birthday with at least 9 million other people in the world. Every day, more money is printed from Monopoly sets than the US Treasury. Cats have over 100 vocal sounds. Dogs only have about 10. Rats multiply incredibly quickly. So much so that in 18 months, 2 rats could have over 1 million descendants. Each year in America, around 300 deaths can be attributed to obesity. About 55% of all movies are rated R. Well, thanks for watching. That's another 50 Facts video. If you liked it, hit the like button and make sure you subscribe. There's daily content and it'll only keep getting better and better, believe me.